Researchers at the University of California have confirmed what many cat owners have felt, but couldn't prove. Cats detect physiological changes in the human body earlier than any standard medical device. Not just a few minutes earlier. Sometimes it's days earlier. Your cat doesn't need machines. They don't need lab tests. They just need to be close to you. Here are 9 things your cat might be sensing in your body right now, without you even knowing it. In this video, we're going to walk through 9 bodily signals that cats pick up on before humans do, documented in scientific research, not folklore. Stick around for the 9th point. That's the one doctors are actually studying for medical applications, and it'll change how you look at your cat forever. If your cat has ever acted weird right before you knew you were sick, here's the science behind it. The first thing your cat can sense is a shift in your blood sugar way before you feel any symptoms. Numerous clinically documented cases show that cats of diabetic owners drastically change their behavior, sticking close, pawing, or crying constantly during the exact time frame their owner's blood sugar starts to fluctuate. A cat's nose packs around 200 million olfactory receptors, which is nearly 40 times more than humans. When blood sugar shifts, the body releases different volatile organic compounds through the breath and skin compounds that cats recognize before a standard monitor even has time to warn you. The next time your cat suddenly acts super clingy and refuses to leave your side, pay attention to your body. Your cat isn't just demanding attention. Sometimes they're giving you a warning. The second thing is a bit harder to believe, but it's seriously documented in medical literature. There are cases where cats repeatedly focus on one specific area of their owner's body, laying on it, licking it, or pawing at that exact spot, and later on, a tumor is discovered right there. An animal's sense of smell can detect volatile organic compounds secreted by abnormal cells. That's the scientific foundation behind the cancer-detecting dog training programs currently being researched at medical facilities around the world. Cats possess an equivalent olfactory system, even if they haven't been trained for this specific purpose. This isn't some mystical story. This is chemistry. Your cat doesn't understand what's happening, but they recognize that something smells different in that area, and their instinct drives them to focus on that difference. If that attention is prolonged and consistent, it's information worth keeping in mind. The third thing is where the scientific evidence gets incredibly clear. A study published in the journal Seizure European Journal of Epilepsy noted that among people with epilepsy who live with cats, a significant percentage reported their cats drastically changing their behavior before a seizure, getting clingy, crying constantly, or pawing at their owner anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes before the episode happened. Researchers believe cats can detect shifts in neural activity, body odor, or involuntary micromovements that the person doesn't even notice themselves. People living with epilepsy describe this behavior as an unprogrammed warning system. The cat hasn't been trained, but they react consistently, time after time. Your body is constantly broadcasting signals. Your cat is picking up on those signals on a frequency you just can't tune into. Let me know down in the comments, has your cat ever acted strangely right before you felt under the weather? The fourth thing hits a lot closer to home for all of us, because we all know what stress feels like. Research published in the journal Animals in 2021 documented a correlation between an owner's cortisol levels and their cat's behavior. Cats living with people experiencing high chronic stress show way more anxious behaviors, explore their environment less, and have noticeably different sleeping habits. Cortisol is secreted through sweat and breath at concentrations that a cat's sense of smell can easily detect. Your heart rate, your breathing, and micro changes in your voice, which are all impacted by stress, all fall right within your cat's range of perception. When you're trying to act like everything is fine, but you're really not, your cat already knows. They aren't reading your mind, they're reading your body. Your cat sticking like glue to you on your worst days isn't just a coincidence. They're reacting to physiological data that you haven't even finished processing yourself. The fifth thing is way less known, but research on it is totally changing how we understand the bond between cats and humans. When your blood pressure shifts, the blood flow just under your skin changes right along with it, impacting your surface skin temperature and the volatile organic compounds secreted through your pores. A cat's tactile system, especially through their whiskers and paw pads, is incredibly sensitive to vibration. It can detect shifts in the pulse of blood vessels close to the skin's surface. Several clinical cases have documented cats becoming unusually restless or, on the flip side, extremely clingy during periods when their owner was later diagnosed with cardiovascular issues. When your cat rests their paws on your chest and lies totally still, they aren't just looking for warmth. They might actually be listening. Your body is a constant source of information. Your cat is tracking that source quietly, patiently, every single day. The sixth thing is something a lot of women have experienced, but never really had an explanation for. Pregnancy causes a massive shift in estrogen, progesterone, and human chorionic gonadotropin levels, all of which affect body odor, skin temperature, and heart rate in very specific ways. A cat's sense of smell is sensitive enough to detect these chemical changes in the very early stages of pregnancy. Many women report that their cats drastically change their behavior, becoming way more protective, extra clingy, or surprisingly keeping an unusual distance during those first few weeks, way before anyone else in the house had a clue what was going on. Your body is changing in ways you can't even feel yet, but your cat has already picked up on the difference. Cats don't understand what pregnancy means, but they understand that their person is different now, and they naturally adjust their behavior to match, without needing to be taught. If you've ever gone through this, share your story down in the comments. The seventh thing is the most common one, and once you know about it, you'll start noticing it all the time. When your immune system starts fighting off an infection, your body releases cytokines, which are inflammatory signaling molecules that affect your body temperature, your skin scent, and the chemical makeup of your breath. Your skin temperature bumps up slightly by about 1 to 2 degrees Fahrenheit, which is roughly half to 1 degree Celsius. Not enough for you to feel it, but it sits perfectly within the detection range of your cat's thermal sensing system. Your body odor shifts as bacteria or viruses start multiplying at molecular concentrations that a human nose completely misses, but a cat can detect clear as day. On the day your cat suddenly clings to you from morning till night, for no obvious reason, you might end up sneezing, dealing with a sore throat, or just feeling wiped out by that evening or the next morning. That's no coincidence. Your body is entering a sick state hours before you even realize it. Your cat is already there, way ahead of you. The eighth thing needs to be talked about carefully, because it deals with something a lot of folks are going through without anyone else seeing it. Depression and anxiety trigger measurable physiological changes in the body. Shifts in serotonin and dopamine levels impact body odor, slow down the heart rate, alter breathing patterns, and dial back the micromovements in nonverbal communication that we make every single day. Research on the human-feline bond notes that cats frequently seek out their owners during their toughest emotional periods, not because they understand emotions in a human sense, but because they detect a physiological difference and react to it the only way they know how. Most of us just don't connect the two things together. On the days you don't even want to get out of bed, your cat isn't judging you. They're reading your body and staying right by your side for a reason they just can't put into words. When your cat lies down next to you on your worst days, it's not just about warmth. It's a reaction to the data your body is broadcasting. Just think about that for a second. The ninth thing is exactly what I promised at the beginning of the video, and it's the heaviest one on this list. Let me talk about it with the care it truly deserves. In 2007, the New England Journal of Medicine, one of the most prestigious medical journals in the world, published a report about a cat named Oscar living in a nursing home in Rhode Island. This cat repeatedly sought out and curled up next to patients within a few hours before they passed away, with a documented accuracy of more than 25 consecutive cases. The medical staff at the facility actually started using Oscar's behavior as a clinical indicator to notify the patients' families. Researchers believe the cat was detecting specific chemical compounds released when the body's cells begin the shutting down process. Compounds that are totally undetectable by a human nose but sit clearly within a cat's range of perception. This is the research that doctors are actively studying to apply in medicine. This isn't mystical. It's not magic. It's biochemistry, executed by a sensory system way more sophisticated than any device we currently have. Just let that sink in for a minute. Your cat can't cure you. They can't change what's happening, but they know before you do, before your doctor does, before anyone else that something is going on. And they're right there, by your side, through it all. Let me know down in the comments, which story out of these 9 things made you look at your cat differently? The next time your cat suddenly sticks to you for no obvious reason, just pause for a second. Not to worry, but to pay attention. Your body is saying something and your cat might just be hearing it way before you do. These 9 things aren't mystical tales. This is the biology of a creature that evolved to read the world using senses we don't have and could never possibly have. Your cat chose you. That's no small thing. If this video changed how you look at normal moments with your cat, there is so much more waiting for you. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out. In the next video, we'll talk about 7 things your cat knows about you that you've never told anyone. The research behind that will make you look at your cat in a completely different way.